now starting Superpowers in XR, a speaker presentation by Savio Menifer, co-founder of Lume XR.
So hello everyone, today I have a presentation for you on superpowers in XR. So we all know how AI wearables, especially glasses, have been all the rage these days. And I want to take a look at how the combination of XR and AI can give people superhuman abilities, things that you haven't seen before. So let's get started. All right, so first I want to give a quick introduction about myself. My name is Savio, and I am the co-founder of Lume XR. Lume XR is an immersive technology studio, and we mainly create experiences in the domains of travel, education, and healthcare. So about me, I've been working in the industry for about 5 years now. I started out in university, and I ended up doing a thesis in social VR, and that's how I got into VR. And then I decided to start this company to create experiences of the future. So when I was a kid, I had a dream, like a fantasy of being able to know everything in the world. So that's basically like having the entirety of the Wikipedia in my brain. That would make me kind of almost like superhuman. I would be able to have a conversation on any topic in the world. And that would be really amazing, right? But wouldn't that all that knowledge also be a burden? That's up for debate. But the thing is, such superpowers are already here. So here I have a video of Gemini on Android XR.
So you guys may have noticed I snuck a peek back at the shelf a moment ago. I wasn't paying attention, but let's see if Gemini was. Hey, did you happen to catch the title of the white book that was on the shelf behind me?
The white book is Atomic Habits by James Clear.
That is absolutely right.
So here you can see how AI-powered glasses running Gemini almost gave her vision in the back of her head. So the thing is, AI devices are actually poised to give us all kinds of superpowers. In fact, AI itself is kind of like a paradigm shift in how we use computers. It's a paradigm shift in user interfaces. So what is a paradigm? User interface paradigm is a model or a pattern of human-computer interaction that dictates how a user interacts with the system. And over the years, we've gone through a couple of these paradigms. Let's have a look at those. So early in the day, we had batch processing, which was basically you had punched cards with instructions telling computers what to do. And you would give instructions and the computer would give you an output. And from there, we moved on to command-based interactions, which we've been using for a long time now. This was started out with the terminals where you issue commands to the computer. You tell the computer how to do something, and then the computer would do that to you. Similarly, GUIs, so all of the operating systems that we use today also comes under this, where you tell the computer how to do something, and then you do it like in a step-by-step way. And now this is changing with AI, where we've moved on to intent-based outcome specification, where you tell the computer what you want and not how to do it. So you just tell the computer the outcome of what you're expecting, and then the computer just does that for you. Now, this could be the future of interfaces, but before we go there, let's slow down a bit. In fact, we've seen a bunch of devices in the market. Does anybody remember these? So these devices promise to change how we interact with computers. The Humane AI pin was supposed to be a smartphone replacement, a pin that you would wear and you could talk to it and could do supposedly do all of the tasks that a smartphone could do. And similarly, the Rabbit R1 was also a device along similar lines. It was intended to redefine how we interact with AI on a day-to-day basis. But these devices failed. Let's have a look at why these devices failed. So one of the main reasons was that it could not like sufficiently answer the question, why not just use my phone? These were intended as phone replacements, and people could just do all of the things that they could do even much more easily on the phone. And again, some of the core capabilities were unreliable. So things like AI would take a long time. So you would ask it a question, and then it would just keep, waiting. You would just keep waiting for a response. So the basic feature was unreliable. And then again, these are new devices, new form factors. So they can be awkward to use and also socially unacceptable to some extent. So these were pretty early experiments, but lately we've seen a new crop of devices that's been quietly gaining popularity, and these are the AI glasses. Let's start with the Ray-Ban Metas, of course. So the Ray-Ban Metas, according to Andrew Bosworth, they were a much bigger success than they expected. And one of the biggest reasons for this is that it's a really familiar form factor. Everybody knows what glasses look like. Ray-Bans are really popular, especially the Wayfarers. And these devices also offer tons of customization. So you can have different frame styles and colors, different types of lenses, even prescription lenses. So anybody could find a glass that fits them. And then again, it gets the basics right. So you have a video and audio recording on the device. You can listen to podcasts and music. You can take calls. So even if it's not an AI device, you can still use it for a bunch of other stuff, everyday things. And it gets the basics right. And AI is only an enhancement. You're not forced to use it with these glasses. And it's no wonder why they became so popular. And next up, we have the Snap Spectacles. Now, these are not like mass market devices, but still, I wanted to put it in here because it's been around for a while and people have been building really cool stuff for it. So it gives us a glimpse to what glasses of the future could look like. So these are the glasses that can actually give you superpowers because it has true spatial computing, which means 6 degrees of freedom. It can map the room, the space around you. It can have like all kinds of input methods like hand tracking. And developers have already been building a lot of cool things for spectacles. Let's have a look at some of the superpowers that such glasses can give you. And one of those is super spatial awareness. So that's the ability to understand and navigate the world around you effortlessly. Imagine walking into a mall with some intention in mind, like you have to buy something specific, and then your glasses will show you the way to get there. And that's effortless navigation, both indoors and outdoors. And now AI can remember where you placed or noticed something. So you can have your parking spot saved, or if you misplaced your keys somewhere, you can ask the glasses where you left them and it would remember. So it gives you the superhuman memory kind of ability. And next, you have the ability to measure anything by just looking at it. These are already in devices like AR on your phone, but then you have it for everything and with your glasses. Next up is smart presence, which is the ability to bridge distance, context, and ability in time. So one of the most obvious ones is the first-person view. On the Ray-Ban Metas, you can have a video call and it would show you a video feed from the first-person perspective. This can be really useful for all kinds of use cases, like assisting someone. So if someone doesn't know how to use a device, they can just put on the glass, stream it to someone who actually knows this, and then they can help them out in real time. You have the ability to have captions for conversations in real time, again, a big accessibility feature. And contextual reminders and insights. So people can have reminders right at the time that they need it, depending on their location, depending on what they're doing. You can have reminders and even helpful little insights that can help you accomplish your tasks better. So I want to show you an example of how Ray-Ban collaborated with Be My Eyes to help visually impaired people and blind people to accomplish tasks with the help of volunteers.
Person. Hey Meta, call a volunteer with Be My Eyes.
Calling a volunteer.
Hey there, how can I help?
Hi, I just got a new record player and I wanted to see if you could help me figure out which of these buttons turns it on.
Absolutely. I think it's the one on the bottom. Try that.
This one here?
Yeah, that's it.
Perfect, thank you.
Super cool, right? And next up, we have instant expertise. So that's the ability to learn and do anything on the spot with real-time assistance. So imagine you're cooking and then you're not really a good cook, but then your glasses can guide you every step along the way, tell you what exactly to do with the ingredients that you have and how exactly to manipulate them. It gives you real-time timers and all kinds of inputs and tips so that you can, make the perfect recipe. Similarly, you can pick up any hobby. Imagine things like gardening, fishing, and while you're out there doing that, you can have real-time input. It's almost like having an expert assist you in these things with real-time guidance. It can see what you're doing and help out in real time. And do it yourself, DIY. You can assemble IKEA furniture or your new bike, whatever, and you can have the step-by-step instructions along with visual guidance on how to do these things. Here's a really cool example of how we can learn origami on spectacles. So that's a real-time overlay on top of your visual vision. And you can do it step by step. You can even go back in time and check out the previous step. It can be really helpful for these kind of spatial tasks. Next up, we have social superpowers. That is to enhance your awareness in social settings. Really cool one where you can never forget the name or the face of someone because your glasses can help out. You can have a little overlay, a name tag for people in a social setting so that you never forget a face. Again, you can get subtle cues and reminders during discussions. So when you're talking to someone, you can get a little reminder of their background, how you know them, and you can have these little tips which can help you have better conversations. You can have real-time feedback on your body language and tone so that your glasses can catch if you have your arms crossed where you're not supposed to. Maybe you're having a conversation and it comes across in a negative way, your glasses can call that out. So a lot of possibilities here, a lot of it is unexplored. So yeah, that's really, really exciting. And finally, we have the smart traveler. So AI glasses can be huge for travel and tourism. I'm pretty sure some of you have already seen the real-time translation capabilities of these glasses. So you put them on, and you can have conversations translated in real time, and also text on signboards and trains, brochures, whatever. You can have that translated in real time as well. Similarly, if you're in a new restaurant, you can have a look at the menu, and the glasses can give you a smart summary of what to order based on all kinds of data points like Google reviews and online reviews. And what you're feeling at the moment. So you can have really tailored suggestions, smart suggestions. And AI can also give you guided tours and contextual recommendations. So you're taking a walk along the city center and you can have little bits of information about historical landmarks and all kinds of tourist attractions. Disney really figured out a cool way to do this with the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. They recently had this little demo.
What's that? How can I ride it?
That's the Mark Twain Riverboat, a classic Disneyland paddle boat. It's nearby and you can board for a relaxing 14-minute cruise.
Where can I get a gluten-free snack?
Tropical Imports, right by you in Frontierland, has fresh fruit, Cuties mandarins, and other gluten-free snacks. Want to check the menu?
So that's a little peek into the future of how AI glasses can help you with travel and tourism. I wanted to show a little more fun examples of spectacles demos that people have built. So first we have the pixel frame lens. So these lenses, this lens gives you AI effect overlays on top of the real world. Take a little picture and it converts that into an AI scene. And similar applications have also been done for things like time travel. So you take a picture of a real life location and then you can see how it looked maybe 100 years ago. That's literally giving you the superpower of time travel. And then here's this other concept of ad blocking in real life. This is a fun one. Again, it's just a concept, a little peek into how these glasses can be used for all kinds of creative effects. And we're still early in this journey towards superpowers with AI glasses. There's still a lot that has to be accomplished. One of the biggest ones, accuracy. So the glasses can still tend to be wrong about certain things. So we need better accuracy and more understanding of the world around us to help these glasses to effectively assist us. And then again, privacy is a big concern with cameras on the devices at all times. People are still, apprehensive about these devices because of that reason. And there's also the social acceptance of such devices, talking to your glasses, taking pictures on your glasses. All of these things need to be discussed, and it needs to reach a place where it's socially acceptable. And now we have multiple fragmented players in the ecosystem, but in the future, these devices will all have to work together to overcome these fragment silos, to work together and make sure that it's a future that is inclusive of everyone and every kind of device. So yeah. But thank you. That was a little peek into the future of AI superpowers. I hope that was insightful.
Want to check out more from the AWE Nite Orlando Immersive Intelligence Lab? Watch more talks and presentations from our incredible XR plus AI innovators. Thanks for watching, and please leave a like.
Nite Orlando.